Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mourinho challenge. Now, before we get started, of course, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so we can keep on growing. But today we've got Levante. As I'm sure you can see, unfortunately, we got knocked out of a few competitions. Lost in the Spanish Cup quarter-final to Barcelona in the end, 2-1. And we lost in the semi-finals of the Europa Cup to Tottenham, getting absolutely battered 6-1 in the first game of that. So it's not been fantastic, I have to say. We went for a really poor spell as well in kind of March time. We did pick up. We've performed a lot better since then. So I'm hoping that will continue. We have changed things about a little bit, and we have made a few signings. So let's kind of show you the signings first, because I think that's the most exciting thing. Oh, first thing to note is that Marcos Llorente will be leaving us at the end of the season. Bit of a shame, but he didn't want to stay. He's joining Monaco, so we're going to get the most out of him whilst we can, whilst he's here as well. We have also signed Carlos Alberto Melado. He will be coming in at the end of the season as a right winger. Lots and lots of pace, and I'm hoping that, he'll do all right for us. He's played a few times for Chelsea, and I think is a bit of a decent deal, I think, for him. So with that said, let's take a look at the transfers we have made in the January window. Now, we've made 3. A few players have left us, nothing really of note. I think Ramirez is probably the biggest one, 11 million to Al Ahly. But you can see the first one was Mackenzie Montgomery. We brought him in from Manchester United for, it was a good amount of money, £20 million we brought him in for. An attacking midfielder, can play slightly deeper as well, but it's that passing technique and vision that I really, really liked. He's got good physicals as well, and good dribbling and first touch, but hopefully he can kind of create things for us in that middle of the park. He's got international experience, 23 years old, and has got lots of room to improve as well. So hopefully he continues to do so. Now, we've also brought in Aymeric Laporte. Spaniard now, obviously, no longer French. And he's come in from Manchester City. I think it was around the 10 million mark. If I'm right. Yeah, £10 million we brought him in for. He's been very, very good for us since being brought in. We needed another centre-back. Bit of experience, I thought, would be quite good. And he still looks very, very good. I mean, lovely marking, passing, tackling, positioning. Obviously, we're only going to be here for another 2 years maximum. So, I mean, he might be around for that. He might not. But he's been good for us so far. Hopefully, he'll be here next season as well. And then we've also brought in Charles de Ketelaere, from Club Brugge, who stayed at Club Brugge, which is impressive. 56 million we spent on him. He's been pretty good for us. Nothing stand out too much so far. But he's very versatile, playing in that either deep line forward role or that attacking midfield role, especially. I thought a bit of flair, big guy, would be a bit interesting to see how he gets on. Anyway, so there you go. That's kind of where we're at for today's game. It is Levante. Hopefully, it should be quite a comfortable win. We have changed our formation, as I mentioned. 4-2-3-1 we've gone for. That has kind of picked us up a little bit since that poor March period. So we're going to be sticking with this, I think, for the time being. So we've got Mantle in goal, Mosquera, Laporte, Fernando, and Williams at the back. We've got Llorente and Navarro in midfield, Malaysia, De Ketelaere and Lamar, and then Antiste up top. Montgomery is on the bench along with Baturina, who's been very good for us this season, to be fair, and Cuenca and Makuku, who's very defensive minded otherwise. Marquez, I think I need to get him a bit more involved because he looks very, very promising. He just needs the game time, I think. But with that said, let's jump into the game. Hopefully today's game will be nice and easy. We'll get a good win. We'll book our place in the Europa League for next season, and we can kind of build on that as well as the season goes on. Levante have had an awful season. Lianco, obviously ex-Saint in there. Well, current Saint in real life, ex-Saint in the game. So hopefully things will go okay today. We're comfortably in the play. Oh, actually, it might be the Conference League we might be in because of how poor of a kind of start they had. But we'll have to see how that goes as Levante come forward nice and early on. But it looks like Mosquera will kind of deal with that quite easily. Although he has been challenged by Bardi, and it is a volley towards goal by Dani Gomez, hitting the post. That's a warning sign for sure. So I think if we do win, we will get into the Europa League. If we lose or draw, we'll probably end up in the Conference League. I think that's kind of how things are standing. I can't remember. I think it's Valencia who are above us. They've got Real Madrid today. So we've got a big chance to kind of get into the Europa League for sure. Mosquera receiving it on the right-hand side. Finds Laporte inside. He looks a ball forward to Catalere. Malaysia with the strike. Fantastic goal. What a strike that is. I mean, it might be offside as it is going to be looked at by the fifth official? Sixth official. How many officials are there? Because there's VAR. I don't know. Goal was disallowed though. Not good. Not great. It was a great strike though. 14th goal of the season, or it would have been. And he found him. I mean, that is very, very close. The linesman's not even in line. That's why he didn't catch it. But VAR did. And it is staying at 0-0, 20 minutes into the game. Now, it will be Levante coming forward. We are obviously away from home, so they're going to be a bit more confident in their play style with them being at home. As they're coming forward here, this is proper Spanish football. Some short tiki-taka passing as Iglesias looks to drive forward. He fires it across, and Bueno with a shot, and it's a fantastic save by Mantle, who's managed to not only save it, but keep hold of it as well, right in his grasp. Lamar with a free kick. Here we go. Is that a save, or is that just hit the crossbar? Because either is a very, very good shot. It was a save. Thomas Lamar with another corner. Can he deliver here? No, it was an awful corner and it hit the first man, which I hate. It's a pet peeve of mine, I'll be honest. If you can't clear the first man in a corner, then you don't deserve to play football. That's my opinion. Or don't deserve to be a professional footballer, I should say. You get paid to do that. There's few things in professional football that I'm like, that you're a professional. You should be able to do that. Because sometimes it's just not a thing. But a corner, beating the first man, that definitely should be something you can do every time. Anyway, enough of that rant. It's half time as we go into it. Victor Malajo, we will take off as he's been a bit poor, to be honest. And Butterina will come on. He'll sit on that right-hand side, and I think we will leave it there for now. We might look to bring on Mackenzie on at some point in the second half if things continue to not quite work for us. Because at the moment, it's certainly not. As Aguadelo comes for Aguadelo, I said that really weirdly. That was really bad. But yeah, so coming forward, not great. But here we go. We got plenty of time. 30 minutes. Can we make something happen? Can we cause trouble for him? Can we make an opportunity? It's looking less and less likely as the time ticks down. This is poor. Thomas Lamar, I mean, it's not ideal. Let's take Montgomery on for De Cataler, and they've scored from a free kick. Okay. That's not good. It's not good at all. Bardi with a free kick. I mean, it's a lovely free kick. I have no idea what the keeper's doing. Maybe that might be a position we have to look at, because that is atrocious goalkeeping. You might as well have just stood there. You'd look less like an idiot. So yeah, not great. To be completely honest, not fantastic. Lamar though, what can he do? Long range effort. There you go. That's a free kick to get us back in the game. That is a much better free kick. Left footed. Great strike. Okay, we're back at 1-1. We've got 8 minutes to try and get a win here to drag us into the Europa League if we want to be in that. I'm pretty sure that's where the Europa League place will be. Valencia are losing, so it's in our favour again. Nope, not happened. Okay. Well, we could have won that if Malaysia wasn't offside in the first half. But that is it. That is 1-1. We finished 7th. Better than where we started when we joined the club. So, great. Now, we'll have to see how things go with regards to the team and kind of what we can do in the window. But we are at our end of season review, so we'll take a look at that before we go. Obviously, these are the players we've brought in. Mosquera looks like that he was brought in from the B team the pre-season. Laporte, Mantle got brought in from Brighton. I mean, he hasn't been great. Delicatare, they're very happy with, and Mackenzie Montgomery. So, I mean, they're very happy with our signings, which you would be because they're great signings. It's just there's a few outgoings, as we mentioned, a few loans as well, but nothing really to note there. We only qualified for the Europa Conference League, which not great, but I mean, it could be good for us in the sense that we could win it, but we'll have to see. Europa Cup, again, we got to the semi-final, gutted about that because we really could have gone all the way if we hadn't have just had that absolute mare in the first leg against Tottenham. And then that loss to Barcelona in the Spanish Cup as well isn't fantastic. A 7-0 win against Garva, obviously very comfortable. A 4-0 one against Bilbao, again, very, very easy and comfortable there. And Lamar got the goal of the season. Finances, some money up, some money down. The usual sort of deal there. Antiste, Laporte, Llorente, Kiergaard, and De Catalera being the players that got the highest amount of shirt sales. So this is kind of the formation we started with. We won't be playing that next year, I don't think. I think we'll be looking at something else. I have got an idea in mind, so I think we'll definitely be changing it up. And we'll see how that goes. But top goal scorer is Kjærgaard. Words do blow my mind sometimes. And T-Stay got 4 goals in a match, which is most goals for a player in the club's history. So that's good. Highest average rating. I mean, Kjærgaard looked like he was very important to us, and he was absolutely. We really can't be losing him next season. But yeah, he was our fans player of the season. Made sense. Signing of the season, Laporte. Yep, I'd probably agree with that as well. But there you go. That is it for this season. Obviously, next season we will be coming back. We've still got 2 seasons with the club, as we know. We've come in halfway through this season, so plenty of time to go to kind of develop the team. Hopefully, we'll do a bit better than we did with Liverpool. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you think we could do next season. What sort of formation we could use with this squad. We've got a lot of central attacking midfielders, but players that can almost play anywhere, which is great, but also bad because they're not necessarily very good in one area. So that's kind of where we're at with things. But we will leave it there. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.